I do remember that when we first had Cliff Richard, uh, who has presented, I feel, a rather good image of a teenage idol to the public, who has presented himself as a clean-cut teenager who has a certain standard and sticks by them. And this is true in his private life. He's a very charming boy, well-behaved lad, very quiet and modest. But when I first saw him, he did have these long sideboards and this ruffled hair and this rather scraggy white shirt. And he carried this tinny guitar, and he sort of quivered his legs with monotonous regularity. And the first thing I did was to take off his guitar and say, "Now you've got to sing without it." And he found this quite impossible because he didn't know what to do with his hands. In fact, his right hand was continually strumming imaginary strings. And then we asked him to shave off his sideboards, and this was going too far. He said not even a debut on television was worth that. I mean, what would the kids think, you know? In the end, we persuaded him it was very necessary, in all that he shouldn't look like Elvis, and he didn't want to look like Elvis, did he? Ah, but he did. So we got the sideboards off, and the first rehearsal was called, and he was so shy that you couldn't get him to rehearse in front of his backing group, so we had to take him away into a little room and let him mime to his record and work through it slowly. And I must say he showed tremendous application, and we have been known to work on one number for his appearances on Oh Boy for, say, 4 hours, and very valuable it's been too, because it did create the image that made him a success. Valuable in terms of money, anyway.